Did you see Joe Rogan's clip about gaming that was
No.
rolling around on Twitter?
I heard about. I saw the headline where he was calling it a waste of time, but all I did
Yeah.
was I saw the headline, didn't see much else besides that. Probably didn't want to anyway. So
Yeah, and I made the mistake of commenting. Well, I didn't comment. I retweeted two things about it. One was from the actual quote from, it was like a minute and a half clip or something like that, where he's talking about how video gaming itself just doesn't it doesn't get you anywhere, which I guess he has a point when he says something like that, but he's looking
ask
at it.
Ninja. Ask Ninja if it gets him anywhere.
Well, and that's exactly who I re-commented on about the second time. And even Ninja was like, I see where he's coming from, but I know he's not getting it right. And then Ninja went on to just ramble for a minute and a half about absolutely nothing in his entire like video long that he decided to do. So I had to comment on it how, and let's take a step back here and just think about Joe Rogan in the first place, right? Joe Rogan is the top 1% of the platform he's on, podcasting, right? He's never going to do another podcast where there's only 20 people listening, or he'll never do a live show or something like that where there's only 20 people there. That is something that unless he wants to make it where it's just a certain amount of people that are doing that, whatever. But there's a problem that him, and then him with Ninja also commenting on that. You have a top 1% person
Yeah.
commenting on a top 1% take, and it didn't seem like it was anything to me. It seemed like Ninja was talking like, okay, I get what he's saying, but not really true. But it kind of is true, but it's also not. But it can be, but not always. But basically, what Joe Rogan said was, Joe Rogan, by the way, an actual video game addict who had to quit playing video games because it was going to ruin his life, was totally addicted to Quake. He basically said that, like, hey, if you're just play video games for 3 years, it is what it is, right? But if you go and do taijutsu for every day for 3 years, you're gonna own your own academy, and you're gonna have this awesome car, and you're gonna have a cool family and all that stuff. Video games are just gonna be nothing. And that's basically what he was saying. But I think that Joe Rogan is so far from maybe the original grind that
Yeah.
is a little bit out of touch. It was a cold take in the first place, but I think he was a little bit out of touch going beyond that.
I mean, there's a lot of things you could say are a waste of time. You go to a strip club and drop $60 within 5 minutes.
Never done that before.
Or you could go and buy Elder Scrolls Skyrim for $60 and put 200 hours into the thing. Right. So it's definitely not a waste of time. It's how you value your entertainment.
And especially with everything changing now, like all these communications.
Every system. I probably should have waited, but I wanted a PS2 Slim, and I bought one off eBay. But I bought one for what price charting was saying it was, so I didn't get ripped off and that. But Wii's and N64s, the prices are insane now. No game store can hold a console right now, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Somebody just wants to hook something up to their TV. There's going to be 1 million N64s probably traded back into game shops within the next year because so many people bought them, but now they're going to no longer play them once things open up again.
Right. And also just for everything that you can do online now, just like, if you're playing like a random game of Warzone and you're playing just a random game with random quads, and you 4 guys have a connection during that game, and you're like, oh, well, let's keep playing for the whole night, right? Then you have a good time, and then you're playing the next time that you guys are all on, and it just, snowballs from there. You have a legitimate friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can't also just think that video games are just a waste of time when it comes to just that. You're creating friendships, you're creating relationships, you're creating so much other stuff. So that's why I had to bring it up. The whole Twitter gaming Twitch community totally blew this whole Joe Rogan thing out of proportion, and I had to bring it up.